automotive partner of the NFL. Along with Barrett Brooks, I'm Dave Zangaro. Some drama around the NFC East, but the big story at Eagles camp today, Nick Sirianni a little under the weather, Barrett, not feeling quite so good.
Look at him, he's fighting his way through it, though. He's fighting his way through it, man. Way to go out there, coach. Be a part of practice.
Of course he did. He didn't do a press conference, but he was out there for practice for the champs. It was good to see. It's kind of funny when you think about the drama around the NFC East, and that was the drama at Eagles camp today.
You look at it, man. It's such a cool factor that we have Howie Roseman, as the leader as far as, making sure all this stuff is something that we can look past. You know what I mean? It's amazing.
Yeah, so no drama at Eagles camp. Not the case in the rest of the NFC East. Last night, Jordan Schultz tweeted out that Commanders receiver Terry McLaurin has requested a trade. He's in the midst of holding in while seeking a new contract. And then Micah Parsons, pushing the detonator on his situation with the Cowboys, he sent out a tweet that includes the following quote: "I no longer want to be here. I no longer want to be held to closed-door negotiations without my agent present. I no longer want shots taken at me for getting injured while laying it on the line for the organization, our fans, and my teammates." Ooh, boy, Barrett. That brings us to our three-point stance presented by Toyota. Number one, the Cowboys, unforced error here, they have created themselves a Micah Parsons problem. Barrett, what's going to happen here?
Man, I think he's going to get his money. I know he's going to get his money. I just think that, with this younger generation of athletes, they want to know why. Like the coach used to tell me, hey, jump. I wouldn't ask how high, I just start jumping. Well, these younger generations, they want to know why. And Micah Parsons is one of those guys, and he wants to know why we're going through this. Talk to my agent. Why are you trying to put me in this situation? Put me in a position where I have to go and talk to you. My job is to be out on the field. My agent's job is to go out there and negotiate my contract. Now you're trying to make me do this, and then, oh, by the way, I'm keeping receipts. All this stuff that's happening right now, I know I knew I was going to go through this, but not to the severity that, I see you guys doing to me now. I'm going to keep all these receipts. I'm going to make sure that from this point on, I'm no longer looking at this organization as that organization that I want to be a part of. Yes, I'll take the money. Yes, I'm going to go out there and play my butt off. But you guys making me feel like I'm the one messing up. When you guys are the one messing up, you knew what I wanted before the season started. You could have had this done a long time ago. But look what they've done. So, I like the mix-up. The gift that keeps on. Jerry Jones, thank you so much. You're the gift that keeps on giving. You are our best spy in that organization.
It's very funny because all of Philadelphia, everyone in Washington, everyone in New York, everyone's excited when Jerry Jones does these things. This is malpractice. Yes. That's what this is. I mean, to even let it get to this point is just absolutely insane. I know Jerry loves to be in the headlines. Not all headlines are good. This is not a good situation. You have a problem with one of the best defensive players in the league. They should have taken care of him last offseason, even let it get to the point where he's on a fifth-year option and you're behind the eight ball a little bit. Now you're going to have to pay him huge money. You're going to have to reset the market.
Absolutely.
And even then, I don't know, Micah Parsons is a little emotional. I don't know how easy this is going to be to smooth over, and it shouldn't be easy. I mean, this is insane. This is like owning a team, managing a team 101. They're screwing it up with their most important player.
Their best player.
Yeah.
Bottom line is their best player. You get them on a fair market value when you sign them early. Howie Roseman doesn't worry about it. He gets his guys signed, in fair market value, and they go forward, and we don't have to worry about this. We're in camp, worrying about camp stuff. We're not worried about contract stuff that should have happened 6 months ago.
Yeah, speaking of contract stuff that probably already should have been taken care of, number two, the Commanders can't afford to lose Terry McLaurin. He has also requested a trade. He wants more than DK Metcalf's $32.5 million per season. So Barrett, different team, different player, same question, what happens here?
I think this is a little bit different because you got a player that's, be 30 years old when he signs a contract or when he's playing in this contract his first year. He's 29. And, at this point, they think his better football has already been passed and he's going forward, and they don't think he's going to be any better. But right now, he is their best receiver. He's their number one guy. So why would you, go out there and not sign a guy and make him a disgruntled employee? It's not like his numbers haven't been good enough to get paid what he's asking to get paid. For the past 5 years, he's had over 1,000 yards. He's consistent. He's never out. I mean, come on now, pay the man. He deserves to get paid the amount of money that that's comparable to who he is, and I think it's comparable right around that $30 million, $32 million point in his career. He's on a second contract, so he's not going to be able to get the money that that he really, really wants. But he understands what his worth is. He's worthy enough to get that money because he's the best receiver on the team. You got to pay him as such, and since he's not, well, he might get traded.
Yeah, I'll give you one reason why they should pay him. Jayden Daniels.
Loves him.
You have your quarterback in place. You don't want to do anything to dampen what he was able to do as a rookie. He has such a bright future ahead of him, but to not pay his number one weapon, the guy that he relies on more than anyone else, it just doesn't make sense. If you're going to continue to develop your quarterback, you need that guy in the building, and they arrived early, right? Like last year was a pleasant surprise from the Commanders. No one expected them to be in the NFC Championship game. This was the year they were supposed to start competing. They arrived ahead of schedule, and now you're going to derail that because you're not paying one of your best players. When you've brought in all these other aging players on the roster, like, pay your own old guys first, right? Don't pay other old. This doesn't make a lot of sense. It's not quite as bad as the situation in Dallas. At least they don't have an owner speaking nonsense in public settings. Yeah. But it's still not a great situation. You want to get this taken care of. It's a distraction. It's a distraction for the entire locker room. You've been around it, right? Like when a guy wants his money, the rest of the team feels it.
Well, you don't get to this point. Now right now the Eagles are destination points for a lot of free agents because number one, they'll give you an opportunity to play in. You know what I'm saying? They'll give you an opportunity to go out there and make your money if you go out there and ball. Other teams, they're not. And everyone wants to come play for the Eagles because, hey, you go out there and ball, they're going to give you a contract. You don't know with these other teams now. So this is a destination point. We're winning Super Bowls and we're making players happy. Come on now.
Take care of your own players.
Yep.
And they did that with Saquon Barkley this offseason, and he was a star of the show in training camp today. A big day for Barkley at camp. Heavy workload for him. It almost seemed like a little reminder from Barkley, like, hey, I'm still that dude.
Oh, of course, and that's exactly what it was. Sometimes as a player, you want to go out there and be, all right, let me really let you guys know that I'm still that guy. I'm still the number one guy. I'm the best offensive player. Let me show you. I don't think he put it in that dimension. I think it's more so he said, all right, let me get practice going. Let me get it hype. Let me show you guys that I am a leader on this team, and I'm going to show you better than I can tell you.
It was really cool to see today because he got a ton of touches. For a guy who had 482 touches last year,
right.
If anyone thought they were going to draw back a little bit, that has not been the case in camp. It certainly wasn't the case in today's practice. He was getting the ball thrown to him. He's running the football. But I think the most fun aspect of Saquon's day was the trash talk. He was giving it to everyone today. Hey, Reed Blankenship, listen up. Cooper DeJean, Moro Ojima, Jalen Carter, anyone could get it today. He was talking smack to everyone, and it brought a fun element to practice. It's fun. Sometimes, we're 7 days into training camp. We're not quite in those dog days yet, but you're starting to feel it. It gets a little monotonous facing the same guys day in and day out. You're wondering who's going to bring the juice with no BG, with no CJ Gardner-Johnson.
You got your call
It was 26 today. He made it a lot of fun.
Hey, sometimes you got to be the guy to make everything happen.
All right, it's time now for the playbook presented by Supercuts. We'll have much more on Micah Parsons' trade request. Plus, we check in with Ruben Frank from Canton ahead of just pay the man what you owe him. No need for the extracurricular. Meanwhile, this was how Howie Roseman earlier in training camp talked about taking care of his guys.
From our perspective, when people understand that when they start here, that they have an opportunity to continue here and get rewarded here, it's incredibly important so that when you draft guys, you can show them examples. If you do the right thing on and off the field, we're going to make sure that we keep you here and maybe even have a chance to finish your career here. We're trying to draft, develop, sign. And when you do that with players, your opportunity to set up continuity, your ability to really set up leaders for your football team going forward who can show young players the way and how we do things, I think that gives you a chance to be special.
It's time for the Hurry Up, sponsored by Meineke. Number one, Barrett, who is more likely to be traded, Micah Parsons or Terry McLaurin?
I think it has to be McLaurin if you're going to choose between the two because you're talking about a guy that's dynamic in Micah Parsons. He's a top 3, top 4 pick as far as being best defensive player in the NFL. And then McLaurin